Goodness. Y'all, I just hit somebody. Elevating the consequences and the mentality for these goddamn teenagers. Right now I'm just gossiping. If y'all ain't noticed. I don't want to say gossiping, that feels like a bad word. Good cake too sweet to bitter. Pretty girl with a hustle is a winner. Gotta keep a big bag and staying focused on the queen in the mirror. Good cake too sweet to be bitter. No flaws on my neck, glitter. Cracking all the lame niggas at the picture. So I can't be triggered by someone who don't know my worth. What's today? I ain't picked y'all up in like all week. It is October 11th, Saturday. I am getting ready to go on a date. We're going to Cooper's Hawk, of course, for the wine tasting because he's coming all the way out here. He lives in Chicago, like, I want to say, I don't know Chicago, and I don't know where he lived. Last I knew, he lived farther than Chicago from like years ago, because we've known each other since we used to work at the casino, but he's been living closer for some years now. But I'm like, okay, since you come already out here, you know, I'm a member at Cooper's Hawk, you know, I only got to drive 10 minutes. I don't know how far he has to drive. I'm cramping. It's like, y'all don't be asking for none of that information, but boy, I kept thinking about canceling when I woke up. Because like yesterday, I wasn't feeling like this. But today is D-Day. And it's preparing and my body is, So what else are we doing? After we come back, it's just going to be me and Zuri. We're supposed to make like Halloween cookies, but we really don't like be liking the kits, the Halloween kits that they put out. So we're going to do snickerdoodles. But yeah, for like day by day, you should follow me on Snap, baby. That's what you gonna do. Oh my goodness, did y'all see that teacher who pressed charges on a high schooler for stealing her Hello Kitty Funko? It's like that them little thing keychains that come in a box that one of her students gave to her 6 years ago. And everybody was like, this is why I like to do my own investigation. Everybody was like, why would you bring a valuable item like that to your class anyway? And but she's like, first of all, this was given to me 8 years ago. I didn't bring it because it was monetary value. She's like, I didn't even know. I'm a grown woman. I don't know about these damn toys. It's just, it was sentimental to her because one of her students had got it for her. She was like, I didn't find out it was worth money until I came to TikTok, and y'all told me it was worth over $300. She was like, so last week, I told my students I'm going to be out for a couple days, but you guys are going to have a sub. When I come back, if it just magically appears, we'll call it, you know, whatever. We'll just leave it at that. So she was gone a couple days, came back, still wasn't returned. So she was like, now I'm pressing charges. And I agree. Press charges. I'm sick of badass kids. I don't have to act like I got to deal with them. I don't. And my daughter know better. I'm really not her. Don't play with me. She a kid. She tried to test the waters and stuff, but compared to what most of these kids, girl, I could never. You could never go out there representing me like that. So I was. And then when I learned that they were high schooler kids, you would think it was like a kid who. Right now I'm just gossiping. If y'all ain't noticed, I don't want to say gossiping. That feels like a bad word. Whatever. That's as good as it's gonna get. So, anyways, yeah. Then when I found out it was high school kids, like. When they said a little toy, I'm thinking like, okay, it's like elementary kids. I ain't thinking like kindergarten, but I'm thinking probably like, you know, 4th graders, 5th graders around there. High schoolers? Nah. And just, I seen another TikTok, a guy, and he said everything. He like broke it down in every way that I was agreeing, like I was thinking. Like people don't teach their kids discipline no more, like structure. He's like anything, like if I used to mess up, like steal, whether it was something small like a candy bar, my daddy would get on me and be like, I'm gonna jack you up. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jack you up in here. But if you go out there and pull that out there in them streets and steal from somebody, you gonna run to the wrong person and they gonna take your life. Stealing is stealing. It don't matter if it's $1 or if it's goddamn fraud. You're stealing. And a lot of people work hard for what they what they get. So don't be out here stealing. Like, people don't teach discipline and morals and code of conduct anymore. But got all the excuses in the world. They just kids. They just what? Because they don't act like they just kids. You want to do grown man crimes, you're going to do grown man time. Because, yeah, no. I'd call the police. Report. Juvie. Right now. Motherfuckers come up with a lot of excuses when it's their kids. No. The same way if somebody else's kid did it to you, you would hold them to the utmost accountability. You need to do it with your kid. Ain't no motherfucking switching sides. Ain't no double standards. These kids be too damn much. I be feeling for these teachers. Lord Jesus, I do. But yeah, did y'all see that? Do y'all think she should have called the police? Because she gave them time to put it back. Y'all are in high school. Y'all getting ready to be in the real world. Like, when the fuck do y'all start elevating the consequences and the mentality for these goddamn teenagers? You're not going to be a kid forever. You're growing up. And as you grow, the responsibility and accountability gets higher. The bar gets lifted. I hate when people don't look at the full picture of things. Like, all right, keep letting his ass get away with stuff today. Tomorrow is going to be something bigger. Because you never taught your motherfucking kid what consequences is. All right, but just understand, the world don't care about your kid the way you care. And then I seen another horrifying story that's going around. This little 5-year-old girl who was lured out of her house. I don't want to say lured out because the neighbors' kids are the ones who did it, from what I gathered. It was like a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 7-year-old. This little girl. And I guess she was outside. She was playing with them. They took her to a field down. It was down and around the corner somewhere. It was close enough to the house, but down far where that baby wouldn't have walked by herself. And they beat that baby unconscious, snatched her braids from her scalp, stuck sticks inside of her, down her throat. She had dirt inside of her. She had a bite mark. I'm talking about unresponsive. And by the time the family member who was watching the baby girl was noticed that she was not around the house, she went to the neighbors. She went to the exact kids who did this to her and said, hey, have y'all seen, the little girl who be at my house? No. So she's calling the mom and letting her know, because the mom had a procedure done. So she was taking care of the baby while the mom was recovering. She called the mom and said, hey, I don't know where such and such is. So they called the police. They wait for the police to come, but the mom is searching. The family member is searching for the baby. The little boys who did this to this girl, their mom comes to the family member house and says, we know where the baby is at. The kids take her to the goddamn field where that baby was just laying there, unresponsive, clothes ripped, no shoes, laying there. She grabs the baby, goes back to the house because, again, the medical response, all them, the police, everybody's coming to the house. So they get there, oh my goodness. And then for the police and I don't know if it was the DA or the mayor, can't remember, to say we can't charge these little boys because they're minors. Again, you wanted to do big boy crimes. Your ass gonna do big boy time. I don't care. I don't care. You, at the point where you had heard this little girl scream over and over and over, because you had to keep beating her for a minute for her to go unresponsive. You didn't want to stop. You chose to ignore her crying, her saying stop, her nose. You, all three of y'all, chose to continue to keep going. And now you want me to look at you like a minor, like you don't have a conscience to understand right or wrong. Because my daughter, she's finna be 11, and she's been very conscious and aware of right and wrong since about 6. She started understanding the concept deeply because I actually parent my fucking child. I'm sorry for cursing, but I be like, what? But now that it's getting a lot of media coverage, now the courts and stuff are starting to get involved. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I don't know if the parents are gonna get in trouble. But the mom did bring them kids to that house and tell her, nah. I don't know if them kids told her that they did it or they just said we played it off like we know where she is. Bottom line, somebody going to jail. It might be me. It's somebody going to jail. Because ain't no way, boy. It's crazy out here. It's gonna be like 70 degrees. I gotta find what I'm gonna wear. And I'm always cold, so it's probably gonna be some jeans, a flannel, and a crop. Or a long sleeve shirt, depends. OMG. I can't tell you about this. So someone wanted to be in a fake relationship with me because I don't know what the hell it looked like online. It looks like I'm really influencer or I don't know. Maybe just because I got 12,000 subscribers on, not subscribers, followers on TikTok, that's misleading to people. I don't know. Because a lot of people who got a lot of followers, but come on now. 12,000 followers ain't $12,000. Let's get that understood. But they was like, yeah, we can just do a relationship and make couples content. I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. Cause what happens when we like, I want a real boyfriend. I want a real husband. Scratch that. That just don't feel. That don't feel like, cause I know it's pushed a lot that like when you got a lot of followers or a lot of subscribers, you really a big deal. Maybe just a lot of people just genuinely gravitate to you and your page and what you represent and like can relate to you. That's it. That's it. That really can be it. That really, cause that's all the like messages that I get. I got a message from somebody on Snapchat like, yo, the last video you posted about having mice. That's some real shit. They were just like, I love how real you are and how transparent and authentic you are, because like a lot of motherfuckers who like to sit on high horse, I'm like, hey, and it was a dude too. So he was like, especially females who like to, I was like, I get it. I get it, but I like watching people I can relate to. I like watching people who feel real and authentic. And I'm going to be real and transparent. I'm not going to make nothing look glitter and gold, because it's not. And I think the sooner people understand, everybody going through shit, everybody's been through shit, everybody has done dirt, everybody has, like, come on now. But all I'm saying is, yeah, they want to be in a fake relationship, and I'm just like, yeah, that don't work, because I want a real boyfriend. I want a real husband. How am I gonna find him if you went away, or we pretending that we really go together real bad? I don't like that. But we can make money because people love couples. I get it. And it was like, well, we like bro thought this through. We can like hide, like put it like, you know how like what is a couple? Who can I say? Like, if you guys know Kate off of Instagram, I follow her. Her and her husband make videos, but she don't put his face in them. Like, first of all, he's super tall, she's short, so like you'll see his like chin, but you can't see his face. Or if they're talking, you'll see his back, but you can't see it. So he's like, we can do something like that or whatever, but we both, split the profit. And I get it, it's getting hard out here, and I get it's a lot of content creators who do that. They just do relationship channels because it's beneficial when it comes to the money. I can't. I got morals on Sunday. Sometimes on Wednesday. Really, it depends. No, I'm just kidding. I said, oh, hell no. It started getting spooky out here. Because what? Not a plan. You got to, boy, as much as you put into this business plan, you can go start a real business somewhere. So at this point, I might as well just live out of the damn storage unit. Of course, y'all know where we at. I had to come here so I can get my shoes. Okay. We back in it. And I gotta clean this damn storage. I'm gonna put them in there because they're gonna break. Know what I mean? Alright, it's 1:26. His GPS he called me. He said his GPS is telling him instead of like 15 minutes away, he's now 50. I'm trying not to get irritated because I already know. But I'm trying not to be irritated because he is coming. Like I said, I don't know how far he's coming from. And like I said, this place ain't but 10 minutes from me from the crib. This is the second time that he's changed the time. We were supposed to meet at 1, and then he said it's 1:30. Okay, I'm running late. I said, yeah. And then he called and said his GPS just took him from like 15 minutes to 50. Just was saying he'll be there at 1:30 to he'll be there at 1:50. I'm gonna have some patience, but Lord, I'm already irritated, and my damn uterus is contracting, whatever the word is. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I just hit somebody.
Hey, what's up, T? Why the fuck was he behind your car?
I don't know, but I don't understand why I didn't see him either. So it's kind of my fault too.
Well, I'm here. I'm not gonna leave until everything's safe.
Now I'm home. My baby. Making cookies. Making snickerdoodle cookies.
This big one is gonna be mine. This big one's mine. I like to get on.
And the oven is already preheated to 350.
And the Labubus in there is evil. So they try to bite. They bite your faces. So you gotta hit them, and then they die, and then they leave a crate. Like it's like, you know. It's like when you. It's given Fortnite.
We're back home. Let me tell y'all what happened. We leaving. I hit somebody. Lord. So I'm like, what the hell? I just felt a jolt. And I'm like, okay, let me pull back into the parking spot and park. And then I get out and I seen this dude walking up to me. He was like, hey. And he was just so chill. Like, I can't say that. He was chill as hell. But I'm like, bro, when I say I was backing out so slowly, why wouldn't you beep your horn or something to the, hey, little shorty, you need to pay attention to what the fuck you doing. So he just looks at his car. I was like, do you have insurance? So we do that. And then we called the police. My date, he was parked like across the parking lot, but he called me, but I'm like talking to the dude, so I'm like ignoring my phone. And even then when the police officer got there, he like took our information and stuff. He asked for my statement first, so I tell him, I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm just not a liar. I can't be no lie. I ain't no lying ass bitch. I don't care who it is too. So I told him, officers like, yeah, officer. So I'm like backing out. I said, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention to that little dashboard thing. I was not. I'm backing out. And I said I was backing out slowly, taking my time. And then I feel a little jolt, but I'm looking in the rearview mirror and I see it's a car. So I peel back in and I just park back in my parking spot. And then I open my door and the dude walks up to me and he's like, hey, like, and we just started exchanging information and we called you. So then he was like, okay, where? And he's looking at the back of the car. He's like, where? Because there's no damages to my car. So then we find like a little spot on the right side of the back of the car. Scratch, literally scratch, like a little scratch, and you have to search for it, right? So then I'm like, okay, cool. So then he goes to ask the dude. He was like, yeah, out of nowhere, I'm just sitting in the car and I just felt a boom. And I'm like, okay, sir. But I did tell him, I'm like, yo, if I was backing out reverse, I don't think I hit that the driver's door. That couldn't have been me because I was backing out left so I can go right, and he was just parked parallel. He was like, well, I wasn't here, I can't tell you that. He's like, but when your insurance claims through, if you get the camera roll from he's like, but I can't say that I was not here. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hey y'all, it is my face wet. 11:01. It is today's Shay's birthday. I gotta tell Shay happy birthday. It is the 14th, Tuesday. As y'all can see, Zuri's doing her work. She just finished her online class and now she's doing the book work. What was I gonna say? The insurance people called y'all though, and they said that the guy he called and reported, and he said that it was a minor incident. He's like there was no damage and stuff like that, but he just wanted to call and report it. So the lady said that they're gonna send somebody out to look at our car and stuff like that to make sure there's no minor damages, but they're gonna take care of us as much as possible. They just have to do their due diligence and all that. So I'm like, okay, thank God. So I hope that's all it is and the rate don't go up, because Lord Jesus.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too.